I think the other thing that it's important to recognise, though, is that the cloud computing model actually scales to organisations of all sizes. And I think that the innovation that's driven by the likes of the Citibanks, the Symantec's, the Merrill Lynch's, the Datacrafts of the world then becomes available in terms of the way in which we constantly upgrade and evolve our offering. And we do literally 3 new releases a year. Compare that to the traditional software model of 1 release perhaps every 3 years, and you get a sense of the sort of innovation and change that is coming through to your organisation and the way in which your organisation can benefit from that quite quickly. Kind of getting back to the definition of cloud computing, whether you're talking software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, we fundamentally believe that if it's not multi-tenant, it's not cloud. Multi-tenant is really the secret sauce behind cloud computing from our perspective, because you have no capital expenditure. Michael touched upon it. That whole CapEx equation, who wants to, in an IT capacity, walk into the CFO or into the board and say, I want to spend millions of dollars building the infrastructure to take our business forward, versus embracing a completely different model where we pay as we go and deliver value very quickly. Pay as you go means that you can buy what you need now and you can demonstrate success and then expand. Cloud delivers fast time to value. You're not spending a lot of money up front to then create value and then spending a lot more money trying to sustain that value, debating when you upgrade, what sort of investment you need to keep it running. Over 50% of software projects end up costing almost 200% of what they originally expected to cost in the old model, versus a 51% return on investment within 12 months under the cloud computing model. I mean, they're economic fundamentals that make a hell of a lot of sense in this current economic climate. I think the other 2 really critical points is it happens quickly. 11 weeks for the Datacraft engagement, literally a matter of weeks for Japan Post, Job Science in the US, 28 subscribers online in 4 days. I mean, this adage of defining a business problem, identifying a solution, and getting up and running literally in a matter of hours or days is possible under this model. Symantec, one of the largest security organisations globally and one of our key tenant customers, and actually one of the reference customers for why the cloud computing model is actually more trusted and secure than the traditional on-premise model, because you can imagine they spent a lot of time actually having a go at our system to see if there were any vulnerabilities at all, up and running with over 4,000 subscribers in 4 months.
I think it's a great event. For me, it's an eye-opener, especially when a company like Google can share their experiences and what they found and all that in a way that's very frank. And I thought it's great.
With the Stadia, what are you doing here in Asia, and how do you see SaaS transforming what's happening here in terms of IT?
I think especially for the last 1 year, we've seen a lot of activity going on. Things are changing. People are getting more open towards the idea of SaaS as a solution.
It's a really good opportunity to understand more about SaaS and cloud computing, and obviously meet the main players and the guys that are leading the charge.